Lake Commandos always have high expectations. But once in a while, an unknown lake exceeds even the most veteran commandos' hopes. And when that happens, a head-to-head commando battle can quickly turn into a toe-to-toe heavyweight prize fight.
I love fishing new water. The challenge is always the same. Find fish, trigger strikes. Ooh, that's a big fish. But what I really love is beating the other guy. I got a fish. This is Lake Commandos.
For an experienced lake commando, the road less traveled almost always leads to the most and biggest fish. That's exactly what Steve Pennaz is counting on today, as he and Garmin Regional Sales Manager Mark McQuown travel the back roads, headed for what the stats say should be a hidden gem of a lake.
I know the lake is 279 acres, and I know the visibility is pretty good. So what does it say about the lake?
15-foot maximum depth visibility.
Oh, wow.
Good populations of smallmouth and largemouth bass. Good bait populations, sunfish, minnows.
What's max depth on the lake?
80 feet.
80 feet?
80 feet in 279 acres. Wow.
But despite the impressive statistics, Mother Nature is going to play a part in today's mission, as the commandos face the arrival of a severe cold front, which could play a big part in lure selection and location.
Boy, first impressions, very positive. This lake is very clear. It's got a hard sand bottom. This thing is going to fish well today. The challenge is we've got weather moving in. We've got a massive front. We're going to get poured on. We're going to get wind. And so we're going to try and hit this thing fast. Otherwise, we're going to run out of time today.
Today we've got a major front coming in. The water is crystal clear, so I'm going to pick my favorite presentation, which is the drop shot. And my favorite bait for the drop shot is the 3-inch gulp minnow. And I'm sure that this presentation is what it's going to take to put it to Steve.
Hey, I'm going to do my damage today with a swim bait. This is a 3.5-inch ripple shad from Power Bait in Fire Perch. Hey, bass in clear waters feed by sight, and this thing's going to be very visible in this clear water. Now on smallmouth, a great presentation is just to make long casts, let it sink down to depth and bring it back on a slow, steady to retrieve. This is not one of those situations where you jig. Smallmouth will come up several feet to eat these, and I tell you what, they love power bait. This should work on largemouth and smallmouth, but I hope these fish are up shallow on rocks, and that's where this bait shines. Ready? There we go.
Okay.
Success already.
Wow, already.
So do you want to start today with your pattern, or do you want to go with mine to start?
I'll start with my drop shot.
Okay, I'm going to give you control of the boat then.
Okay.
You can got the Garmin fired up, go wherever you want out in the lake, and I'm going to fish a drop shot too, so go ahead and drive.
Sounds good. I'm looking for some contour breaks. We're going to start over on this point right here. There's a 9.8 contour line right there, dropping down into 20 feet. Be a good place to start.
Now Mark, there's from what we read on the internet, there's smallmouth and largemouth in here. Are you going to want to target smallmouth, or you want to target largemouth?
Target either one.
Yeah. So
until we get started, we'll see what's biting. I think with this lake, the way it dropped off, the drop shot's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
And this is a beautiful lake here. Man.
You're running a what, a 3-inch gulp minnow?
Yep, gulp minnow, emerald shiner.
I went to a power bait.
My favorite.
I went to a power bait minnow.
I love those gulp emerald shiners. We catch a lot of smallmouths on them up in the St. Lawrence River.
You got a bite?
There's one. There's one.
A nice largie.
Holy cow, it is. I thought it was mostly smallmouth.
Look at that water.
But look how clear it is. That water is clear. Boy, that fish is skinny though.
Coming out of that deep water.
Okay.
All right, I'm down by one, and it's the first cast of the day.
Good grief.
Hey, nice fish.
Boy, he's thin.
He's thin, but he counts.
That's for sure. He's been caught before though. Look at the scars on his jaw. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For sure. For sure. Okay, I'm up by one.
First cast of the day.
That's scary.
That is really scary.
That is extremely scary. Let's see if I can get one on the second cast.
Lake Commandos is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Trilene, Anglers Trust Berkeley Trilene. Abu Garcia, for life. Power Pole, shallow water anchor. Swift, silent, secure. Garmin, the clearest scanning sonar images on the water. And by Plano, protect your passion. On a small, deep Clearwater lake, Commandos Steve Pennaz and Mark McQuown have started a multi-species bass battle, with Mark landing the first blow on the day's very first cast. As the regional sales manager for Garmin International, Mark has spent his entire career studying where fish live, how to find them, and how to catch them.
My goal today is to stick with Mark as we start off with his presentation. Now he's going to have control of the front of the boat. That's going to put me at a disadvantage. But if I can stay within a couple fish, I have a good chance to win this thing.
Here's a couple big fish right down on the bottom, 26 feet.
Those could be walleye or they could be smallies. I'm going right down after them.
Pretty thick arches. I'd say they're good sized fish for sure.
Boy, is there a better line than Nano for this kind of stuff? So thin. Got him.
He does. Cool.
That was cool.
That was outstanding.
He's gonna jump. I think he's gonna come up and hit the back of their boat.
Oh
nice
yeah, that's
smallie.
a good smallie.
Oh yes. Look at the size of this guy, Mark.
Yep.
Oh, look
Okay,
at that.
There's one. Here's one.
Oh man.
Another one down
Here, let me
deep.
get a net for you. Big smallie.
Yep.
Oh, ooh, listen to that drag go. Here, let me let this fish go. There he goes.
Yep, he was down there 26 feet.
You got a good one on there, huh?
About like
Nice
yours.
smallie. Nice.
Wow.
That's bigger even.
Fat. Holy. Now these got some weight to them.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Beautiful.
I'm gonna admire it.
He wasn't going anywhere. He was hooked perfectly right in the roof of the mouth. Just using the drop shot with the gulp minnow, just dragging it real slow on the bottom. And the bite isn't fierce though. It just, the rod just loads up.
That's a 3.5 pound fish.
Oh yeah, he's fat.
One of the most important presentation changes I made today was going from a 1/4 ounce drop shot weight to a 3/8. It allowed me to get down deeper, faster, and cover water faster, and it was a key in putting more fish in the boat. Yeehaw!
Oh boy.
Tie it up, baby.
Oh boy.
That's that heavier sinker. Get it up. I gotta get it out of that pepper grass. This is a bigger fish. Would you mind netting this for me?
There he is.
What is it?
It's a largemouth. Yep, down deep
Large,
again. Yep.
Ooh, that's a
still.
better large. That's the best
He's
one
in
I've
the
seen
grass.
today.
He's in the grass.
Yes, he is. Look at that.
Okay, now I can catch another one. I've been letting you get caught up.
So what's happened is this pepper grass, we can see it on the Garmin. When we find patches of this grass on the bottom, and if you look on the screen, you can see it. It just kind of makes the bottom not defined as well. That's this thin grass, and when we get on the grass, the bass that are on that area are eaten. That's a nice largie. And then from then on, it was almost like a heavyweight fight. One would land a punch, the other would land a punch. This was a battle all through the day.
Yep, here's some fish right here, just off the bottom, in between 25 and 28 feet. Look at that. That's some good sized ones there. It's just hard to believe we're catching these largemouths in this deep of water. I thought for sure they'd be up a little bit shallower.
Oh, yeah, baby!
I'm gonna be down by 2.
I gotta keep them out of that pepper grass. I picked up that heavier sinker, and I've got 3 fish since then.
Yep.
That's another largemouth.
Sure is.
There we
Down
go.
in that grass.
Yeah, he's in that pepper grass right there, man. That stuff is key. Right there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right there. You got a bite?
Yep, got him. I always leave it down, man. Whenever you're drop shotting, always.
Yes, yes. You need a net? Oh, nice bass.
At least I'm only gonna be down by one. There we go.
Hey, that's a
Thank
quality fish right there. Real nice fish.
Yep. Whoop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't see any hook marks in him. I don't think he was caught before. I'm down by one. Now the pressure is on. The pressure is on.
Hey, let me introduce you to my little buddy. This is the 94 Yamaha 90. We've gone a lot of places over the years and I want to continue to take care of it. So I'm going to install a Yamaha engine meter to keep track of the number of hours. And by knowing the number of hours, I can perform the right maintenance at the right time. The first step is just to take the cowling off. My next step, find the spark plug wires. You can see I've got one here, and one here.
Remove the plug wire and then wrap the hour meter wire 3 to 4 times around it. Use a zip tie to hold in place. Reattach the spark plug wire and thread the hour meter wire out of the motor. Next, thread the wire through the hour meter as shown, and finally attach the hour meter to your boat using either the included Velcro or screws for a more permanent mount.
When it comes to achieving peak performance, maintenance matters.
This segment is brought to you by Yeti Coolers. Yeti, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Steve Pennaz and Mark McQuown are locked in a back-and-forth bass-catching frenzy. And despite the threat of an incoming cold front, there appears to be no slowdown in sight. But time is running out on Mark's red-hot drop shot pattern.
Mark, you got 6 minutes.
Okay,
6 minutes.
then it's gonna get tough.
I don't know.
I've got faith in this drop shot pattern. I'm about to have to give it up and go to his swim bait pattern, swim jig pattern. I don't know.
Oh, no!
Oh,
no,
yes. Oh, yes.
No!
Oh, yes. Come on. Oh, yes. Boy, that was a light tap. Holy cow.
Jump right in the net for us.
Oh, we're tied again.
Oh.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's a skinny one. Holy cow.
Yeah, it is thin.
When we got tied up and we were going to go to a swim jig pattern, then I started getting a little nervous because that's not exactly one of my favorite patterns. And knowing we were catching a lot of the fish in deeper water, I just didn't feel too confident that I was going to be able to stay up with Steve.
When I got control of the boat, we started fishing swim baits. I immediately moved shallow for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to throw Mark off his game, and two, I wanted to see if these baits were going to produce on largemouth.
Whoa.
Fish, largie,
Yep.
swim
On that fire
jig.
tiger.
It's a nice fish too. A little bit of power. Keep him out of that cabbage. How do you like that color?
Look at that fire tiger.
How do you like that color?
Holy moly.
I'm gonna wake them up. I'm gonna figure out if
skinny.
They're underfed.
There's no doubt about it.
Oh, that bear came out. But I want to figure out where these smallies are, and I'm throwing this more for smallies than largies, but I like the fact that I'm up by one or.
Yeah, I don't. Well, here we are now with the new pattern, using a black and blue skirted jig with a small swim bait on the back. I don't know, I had so much faith in that drop shot pattern. Now we're starting out again.
Oh yeah!
Oh boy, oh boy.
Swimming, jigging. What we got here? What is that? It's a smallie. That's what I was
Is
hoping
it?
for, right there, baby.
Whoop, we got a double going. I
We
got
do?
one on. Yep,
Where's the
I
net?
got one.
Grab that net.
Mine's a nice smallmouth too.
What is it?
Look at it.
Oh man, that's bigger than this one. Mine just threw out a water's so clear. I'm under.
There's one. There's
Oh,
two,
yeah.
our first double of the day. Mine's bigger than yours.
That is a big fish. Look at the size
Look
of
at
that
that.
bass you got.
Look at that.
Oh,
Well, I guess the swim bait pattern's gonna work.
but look at two completely different baits.
Totally different baits.
Two completely different baits, but the same pattern, a swim jig.
Yep.
You got a sick fish on the back of a skirted jig.
Yep.
I got a ripple ripple shad on here.
Our first double of the day.
First double on smallies. We were wondering where they were. 14 feet of water, man.
Wow. Unreal. Yep, we're still tied. Oh, thank goodness. There's more in here.
Just when I think I'm pulling away, he catches a fish, and not after I got the one, as soon as I hooked mine. Obviously there's a school of fish here, but this competition, you really want to stay on your toes.
Lake Commandos is brought to you by Yamaha Marine. Reliability starts here. Yeti, wildly stronger. Keep ice longer. Fraybill, trusted gear since 1938. Berkeley Power Bait, fish bite and won't let go. And by Abu Garcia, for life.
Ah, there's one, there's one.
Seriously? Oh, yeah, baby.
Whether it's the drop shot in deep water or the swim jig shallow, the Lake Commandos are in the midst of a dream bite, and Steve Pennaz is on fire with his swim jig presentation. Pennaz has built a solid 5-fish lead, but the severe cold front they've been expecting has finally arrived and has shut down the swim jig bite. So the Commandos have decided to return to the drop shot to close out the day. But is there enough time for Mark McQuown to make a comeback?
Okay, Steve, back to drop shotting, which, you know, is one of my favorites. And this weather's really, this is a good one.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man, this is a nice
Come on,
one.
that fast?
Yeah, and this is a nice fish.
It's a smallmouth.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yep, that's a good one.
Real nice. Hey,
Bigger ones we caught
congratulations.
today. Roof of the mouth. Yep,
Gulping, huh?
the old gulp.
Hey, when you run into cold front situations and the bite dies, a couple things can happen. One, a lot of times I'll switch presentations and go a little bit slower, I'll go a little bit smaller, and presentations like the drop shot, unfortunately today, are the best choice.
Yeah, we're marking some here now.
Yeah,
Yep, there's
let me
some.
turn the boat
Yep.
here.
Hang on, yeah. Oh, there's one, there's one.
What?
Got one, got him.
Oh, man.
Yep,
You need a net?
nope. Oh, Lord, he's not too bad.
No, 2.5, 3, 2 3/4. No, no, no. Boy, you caught up quick. One of the things I like about the Lake Commandos format is the competition. Hey, I was up today by 5 fish. I had the momentum, things were rolling along, and then I seemed to lose my touch. Mark seemed to pick his up, and all of a sudden we're tied. 6 minutes.
Oh, come on,
6
come on.
minutes, Mark.
Come on, one more, one more. One more. I don't care how small it is, just one more bass.
Yeah.
Oh, you got me. You got me. Oh, you got me.
I'm not a fan of ties. I want a clear win or lose situation. So Mark and I decided to go into sudden death. Come on, fish. I just missed the fish.
Did you?
Yes.
There's one, there's one. Yes, 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 yes. Don't get off, don't get off, don't get off, don't get off. It's a smallie.
Is it?
Don't get off.
Jump.
Don't jump,
Jump.
don't jump, don't
Jump.
jump, don't jump.
Yes,
Come on,
get
come
off,
on,
get
come on, come on, come on. Put that net in the water. Let's go. All day long, back and forth. You're up by 5 at one point. And there he is. The victory.
Dude.
The victory fish.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh,
That hurts.
the sweet smell of success. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
3-inch gulp. Hey, I'll give you credit. You did pick the pattern that was perfect for today.
Man, it definitely worked out, didn't it? Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's 42 fish today that we boated.
Yeah.
I don't know how many we lost.
Yeah, a lot.
Great time, man. Enjoyed it very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go home and pout. See you later.
Steve's now up by 1, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. The tide is going to
Should
turn.
be very, very afraid.
Uh-huh.